Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Working No Game video. Today's video is AK2 Miyuki Awakening. First time here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. 7,500 subs will be doing that giveaway. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into Miyuki and talk about a couple of her skills and what makes her so special. If you didn't already know, pretty much this ability, Commercial Strength, is her main squeeze. Reducing Rage is what makes her special. So let's go into the actual Miyuki Awakening. This is it. This is Miyuki. I took these screenshots in KR, and for the most part, it looks pretty nice, right? So this is going to be the Fortune Caller ability. If you don't know which one that is, it's going to be this one in particular, the little ground pound with the kitty. All right, so the thing that makes it really special is it's going to be dealing just more damage, right? But for the most part, this is going to give her an extra little increase in strength, in stats for the most part. And she's also going to get like a pretty nifty like art. I would say it's a pretty good increase compared to her current skin right now. So she's going to get a little aura, and her actual in-game art like on the portrait section is going to look a little bit cooler, IMO. And then going to be costing 240 shards. So Miyuki, that's 4 Miyukis if you didn't know, 7,200 dust, and then level 10 intimacy for the most part. And just note that her sprite work, it's going to get in a little aura in the actual game, right? So the next thing is going to be her actual skills. So some of you are like, all right, what does this mean? I pretty much ran this through an OCR and I put it on a notepad, and here it is. So pretty much the effects are going to be for her awakening. Our Fortune Caller is going to go from 270% to 300%. So 270% plus 30% is 300%, and pretty much the normal standard ability where damage ratio and damage resistance ratio increased by 10%. That's a thing that happens with every single awakening. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let's go ahead and bring this up. This is going to be the Maki and then Hersey and Miyuki awakenings, right? So you can see right here, Maki is the very bottom one, Crescent Moon. It got plus 50%, different from the plus 30%. Just note that Crimson Moon is a single target. That's why it deals plus 500% opposed to the 300% that Fortune Caller is going to be doing. And then the attribute boost that comes for pretty much Hersey, Maki, and Miyuki now, it's going to be 10%. And as you can probably tell, Miyuki's is definitely going to be slightly better than Hersey's. But just note that Hersey fills an entirely different role because she's single target, and not to mention Hersey is the most free-to-play friendly one. It's going to be difficult getting Miyuki shards in my opinion because her banners are somewhat rare unless you've already 6-starred her or you pulled on the banner that appeared earlier. So it's just one of those things where you got lucky, you got enough Miyuki shards. I myself don't have that many. I think I only have like a couple, tens or hundreds of them, but I'm gonna be on my way collecting Miyuki shards because if we go at the same rate that we're currently going, we should technically have Miyuki's awakening next if we go at the pace that we're supposed to go. Yeah, so I only have like 79, and then for some reason I have 195 Camille ones, and I'm probably never going to spend those, to be honest with you guys. So the original order for this is, as you saw in, the internets, right? This is going to be Maki, Hersey, and then Miyuki. But they can change that and deviate that, and they can release us Hotaru and BB because that's what KR just got. But, that's going to be like up in the air. But I'm really like excited for pretty much what Miyuki can bring. Obviously, it's going to be super strong. And I just look forward to another awakening because it's something nice and pretty much it'll make the game overall much easier. Plus with, cooperative engagement incoming, if it's too difficult, I hope they increase the cap and they give us, Awakened Miyuki, because the other versions are pretty much stronger than us because they have, more characters, they have more awakenings and all that. So I hope cooperative engagement is properly scaled for us when it pretty much drops tomorrow. And let's go ahead and go into Dream Arena. Just a couple things though. Let me know your thoughts on pretty much Miyuki dropping. I'm curious, like when she does drop, if you guys are gonna be like, yes, that's the one, or like pretty much you spent everything on Hersey. Yeah, I recommend, like, if you can, 6-star Miyuki and awaken her, then you should do it. She is the one to save for, but honestly, it's probably going to be slightly less difficult than Maki because Maki hasn't appeared in her own blue banner. But we should be seeing, like, Miyuki banners pop up as, Miyuki pretty much gets her awakening. Sort of like how Hersey is going to be getting her own banner tomorrow. because I saw some videos where pretty much Edward and Hersey are going to be within their own banner. So that's pretty cool for Hersey, and you know, it just makes Hersey even better getting her awakening. So I hope they do the same thing when Miyuki's pop up. And I think with Miyuki getting her awakening, I don't, you know, it's only going to make Miyuki like even more viable. She's already a powerhouse as it is. She's pretty much a requirement for guild boss. She's a requirement for witch operation. She's usable in every single game mode, which is kind of insane, because like a pretty decent attacker, you could probably make her your main attack unit, and you could probably center your team around Miyuki. I will be surprised if Illusion Connect or Super Prism, whoever it is, never makes a leader dedicated for Miyuki, right? Because Miyuki is like someone who's very iconic to this game. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about Miyuki and her awakening. So with her awakening, I already have like, you know, gear sets pretty much laid out here. It's the same one for Miyuki. I don't think it's really going to change. Honestly, Dragon Howl is the best weapon for her just because attack plus crit rate. And then, you know, Witch's Dance Boots for that extra piece of utility to get that silence plus her rage down. And she AoE, so, you know, even more chances to silencing someone who is within the field because you hit so many people. And then, you know, you can use Nightmare Robe. You can, the armor piece, maybe Floral Cloak is the best one because it decreases single target specifically. Nightmare Robe's a little bit more janky because, you know, it has a 50% chance of like restoring some HP, but that can be a little Or you can, you know, for this, you can run Fury Shawl, but it's probably best to run something like Swaying Wineglass, because Swaying Wineglass pretty consistent, and plus it'll pair with, you know, Nightmare Robe pretty decently to provide Miyuki a little bit of tankiness. So it's up to you how you want to build her. Honestly, Miyuki is just best when she just stays alive longer in the fight, so maybe some lifesteal would work out best for her, because the longer she's on the field, pretty much the better she is. When she dies, it's like sometimes like the guild boss fights is pretty much ruled by how long, you know, Miyuki lives. And just another thing really quick for guild boss, Hersey is going to be the character of the week. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Same with Edward, because Edward's going to be getting that banner like we talked about earlier. And Brooke. I'm not sure if Brooke's going to be popping up. Maybe she is. So, like, for some reason, I think they like aligning like the guild bosses with the current banners, or they like aligning like the guild week with like the banners that we are getting. That seems to be like the reoccurring theme that I've been seeing to make, you know, the banner characters seem more appealable. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, that Miyuki pretty much awakening showcase. I'm excited to see, you know, if she drops soon or if she drops within the next month, but it's definitely going to be something interesting to see in the game. But anyways, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. 7,000 subs will be doing that giveaway, and I will see you in the next one.